All right. My name is Mohsin,
Hi, my name is Robert.
and this is our Build Your Own World project. So we can start by running our main function. All right, this is the main menu. Our game is entitled 3.3 GPA. You can see our menu options right here. We can start a new game by clicking and choose our characters by clicking C. We can load a game by pressing L. If there's no preloaded game, the game quits. Nothing's loaded. We can set our own key binding, so we can decide which keys move our character, and that's one of our creative mechanics. So you can see here, if I press K, it's going to ask me to insert 8 keys, the first being up, second being left, down, right, shift up, shift left, shift down, shift right. These last 4, the shifts, we will explain later. So if I put in 4 keys by doing, let's just stick with the regular, so W, A, S, and D, and then our shift keys will be I, J, K, and L. You can see we come back to the main menu, and our movements are now bound to those keys. We can read the lore by pressing R. So the lore reads, you're in a room and need to escape, for in this room you have no vape. Find the key and try the chest in which you'll find another key at rest. Grab the key and head back out the door. In this room you'll be stuck no more. Lead yourself to the end and say goodbye to all your friends. Use W, A, S, and D to walk a bit, and I, J, K, and L to hop and skip. Beware of spikes, they hurt a lot. But under the flowers, some friends you've got. That's hinting towards another creative mechanic that we'll explain later. In 2 more weeks, you'll be free. Just make sure to keep that 3.3. So now we can hit R to return to the main menu. Our help menu displays something similar. It just displays the objective of the game, which is to get a key from the current world you're in, go into a chest, unlock a chest. That chest will take you to another world where you'll have another key. And then you take that key, come back to the old world, and then you can finally walk out the unlocked door that exists in the first world. So again, I press R to return to the main menu.
And all right, so we're gonna I'm gonna talk about the different characters that you can choose. So if you press C, as you can see, you're prompted to choose one of the 4 standard characters, such as the Penguin, No Face, Sumiko, or Professor Hug. So if I hit H, because I want to play as Professor Hug, I'll be prompted to enter a scene number, and so for example, I can enter 555 and S to seed. So here I'm put into a randomly generated world, and with different with walls and and stuff. Okay, so one of our creative mechanics. Okay, so we're supposed to get to this key right over here, and use that key so we can open this closed chest and go to a different world where we're going to get another key. So one of our creative mechanics is that under some of these flowers, so here's like a non-special flower. We have some of the special flowers with a smiley face, and if you click on these, you're teleported to the special flower. And when you leave, there's a friend that's left behind who helped you get there. Okay, so that's one of our other creative mechanics. And so here I pick up the key, and right now I can't win the game because I don't have the right key. So I need to get back to this chest and go to the other world. So here I have another friend to help me. So I click on him, or her, or whatever. And yeah, I go into the new world, and here, I'm in a newly generated world where I'm supposed to get this red key and return back and win the game. Alright, so here I'm going to have another friend help me.
So one thing you can notice is that in this new world, it's a grass world, so you can see the floor tiles are grass, and the wall tiles are gray bricks. But if we head back to the old world, you'll see that there's different types of terrains that are randomly generated.
Yeah, so I'm heading back, and so as Mohsin was saying, in our previous world, we were in a world where our main tile was grass, and here we have water. Alright, so I gotta head back to the red door over here in order to win the game. So I'm supposed to avoid all these spikes so I don't die. I'm heading back. Maybe there's another friend to help me. Oh, nice. Alright, so Mohsin will talk about this later, but basically we have a shift where we can hop over spikes, and that's one of our other creative mechanics. And this helps us to get past loops more easily than just using our standard WASD keys, where we only move like one step. Alright, so now that I've got the red key, I'm gonna win the game because we didn't hit any spikes, and we got the red key, and so Mohsin will explain the rest.
All right, so those were some of our creative mechanics, and then I'll go over some of the other creative mechanics we have. One is an Easter egg, is that if we start a new game and with our seed being 420, if we click S, we start off, and you can see that our avatar here in the bottom left is actually Snoop Dogg, and the music has switched to be the next episode. Okay, but we'll leave that off so you can hear us clearer. So that's one of the Easter eggs, that your character switches to Snoop Dogg only if your seed is 420. So as Robert was mentioning earlier, this idea of jumping places, if you click I, J, K, and L, you can see you skip one step each time. So this helped us solve two problems. One was that if you're in a hallway and there's a spike, you can't touch the spike, so you need to be able to jump over it, which is what I, J, K, and L do. And also we have situations in which since our maps don't support loops, sometimes it's easier to get around if you can skip over a wall. So that allows us to, in an indirect manner, create loops in our game. So the same idea exists, that you get the key, you unlock the chest, you get the key from the chest, and then unlock the door, and you win. That's how you win. You lose by touching any of the spikes. Our creative mechanics, once again, deal with the idea of teleportation, that if I click on a flower that shows, if you look up at the HUD display, you'll see only some flowers will show this smiley face. If I click on those, they allow me to teleport. And then a penguin appears underneath them, which is our friend. That's one of the creative mechanics. Another creative mechanic is this 420 Easter egg, where you get to play as Snoop Dogg. And then another mechanic is that you can skip steps. So if you do I, J, K, and L, you can jump over steps. And then a final one is the key bindings. You can choose which keys move your characters in which directions.
Yeah, before we end, we're first just going to demonstrate that we can actually lose the game. So, so if we hit the spike, we lose. And,
and then finally, we can display our replaying capabilities. So if I make some moves, like go up and then left and then go up again, if I save my game by doing Command Q, if I play this again, and I hit replay game by clicking Y, you can see that the moves are replicated and the game is loaded to the last point at which we left off. So those are all the features of our game. We hope you enjoy.
Thanks.